Imagine you're a dog. One day, a giant hairless creature opens a strange metal cave, calls your name, feeds you, throws a ball, lets you sleep in its house, and somehow controls everything around you. Would you think that's another animal? Or that's something else? Because here's the weird part: humans are living creatures. Scientifically, we share traits with mammals. We're biologically similar to primates. But do other animals know that? When a lion sees you, does it recognize another mammal? When your cat stares at you for 5 minutes straight, does it think, that's just a really weird cat? Or does it think you're some completely different creature? And what about ants, birds, dolphins, or chimpanzees? The answer turns out to be much stranger than most people imagine. Because animals don't organize the world the way humans do. They don't have biology textbooks. They don't know what species means. Instead, they use something far more interesting. And by the end of this video, you'll probably never look at your pet the same way again. Humans love putting everything into categories: dog, cat, bird, fish, human. Simple. But nature doesn't care about our labels. Imagine showing a wolf, a husky, a fox, a coyote, a German shepherd. Would it classify them the way we do? Probably not. Animals don't ask, "What species is this?" Instead, they ask questions like, "Can it eat me? Can I eat it? Can I mate with it? Is it dangerous? Should I ignore it?" To them, identity isn't about biology. It's about survival. And that's why the answer to our question is already becoming complicated. Because recognizing another animal isn't actually useful. Recognizing danger is. This surprises many people. Dogs absolutely know you're different. Scientists have tested this in dozens of clever experiments. Dogs recognize humans using your smell, your face, your voice, even the way you move. In fact, a dog's nose is so powerful it can identify you from hundreds of people without even seeing you. Your smell is basically your fingerprint. But here's the funny part. Your dog doesn't spend its day thinking, "My owner is a human." Instead, it learns, "This specific creature feeds me. This creature protects me. This creature throws tennis balls. This creature somehow opens refrigerators." To your dog, you're simply you, not another dog, not another wolf, not exactly another animal either, just the strange two-legged member of its social group. In other words, your dog accepts you without needing to classify you. Honestly, humans could learn something from that. Cats have confused scientists for decades. People joke that cats think humans are giant cats. That's not exactly true, but something close to it might be happening. Adult cats almost never meow at each other. Almost never. Who do they meow at? Us. It's basically a language they reserve for humans. Even more interesting, cats need blankets. Rub against your legs, slow, blink, and sometimes groom your hair. These are behaviors they normally use with other friendly cats. So, do they think you're a cat? Probably not. They know you don't smell like one. You don't move like one. You definitely don't climb furniture with much grace. But they treat you using social behaviors they already understand. It's like meeting an alien and deciding to shake its hand because that's the closest greeting you know. Now, imagine you're a deer. You hear footsteps. A human appears. Do you think, "Oh, look, a primate"? Absolutely not. Your brain has milliseconds to decide. Run, hide, ignore. Survival rewards speed, not accuracy. Most wild animals don't categorize humans. They respond to patterns: large, standing upright, facing forward, making eye contact, walking confidently. These patterns often signal danger. That's why so many animals run away before you've even done anything. To them, it's safer to assume the worst, because being wrong can be fatal. Some animals, however, become surprisingly good at understanding humans. Crows remember individual faces. Yes, individual faces. Scientists wearing masks once captured wild crows for research. Years later, those same masks caused the birds to scream, avoid the person, and even teach younger crows to dislike that face. Imagine getting canceled by birds. Elephants recognize friendly humans. Dolphins cooperate with fishermen. Some whales even approach boats differently depending on previous experiences. Animals aren't just seeing a human. They're remembering specific humans, specific personalities, specific experiences. That's far more sophisticated than simple recognition. Now things get fascinating. Chimpanzees, bonobos, and gorillas are our closest relatives. Our bodies work in strikingly similar ways to chimpanzees. When apes look at us, they immediately notice similarities. Hands, eyes, facial expressions, emotions. Many captive apes even understand human pointing, something dogs also learned exceptionally well. Some apes can recognize themselves in mirrors. They understand intentions. They can deceive, plan, comfort each other. To them, humans appear much closer than most animals do. Not identical, but definitely familiar. It's almost like seeing a very strange cousin. Here's where our brains fool us. We assume animals constantly think about identity, but they probably don't. Imagine seeing a chair. You don't think this is object number 472 in the furniture category. You simply know what it is. Animals likely work similarly. Instead of asking, what species? Their brains ask, what does this mean for me? Food, friend, threat, family, ignore. Everything revolves around action, not labels, which is actually a much more efficient way to survive. So, do animals think we are animals? The answer is mostly no. At least, not the way humans think about animals. Because animal is a human concept. Animals don't divide life into mammals, birds, reptiles, and humans. Instead, they recognize individuals, behaviors, smells, voices, relationships. A dog sees its favorite companion. A cat sees a familiar social partner. A deer sees potential danger. A crow sees the face that once scared it. A chimpanzee sees a strangely familiar relative. None of them are sitting there thinking, ah, yes, a member of the kingdom Animalia. That's our invention, not theirs. The funny thing is, humans spend years learning how to classify every animal on Earth. Meanwhile, animals have been classifying us all along. Not by species, but by something much more important. Whether we are safe, whether we are kind, whether we are dangerous, and maybe that's the only classification that has ever really mattered. So the next time your dog happily runs towards you, or a crow remembers your face, or your cat silently judges every decision you've ever made, remember, they may not know you're an animal, but they definitely know exactly who you are. And honestly, that might be even more amazing. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more fascinating questions about psychology, evolution, animals, and the mysteries of the human mind. Because sometimes the most interesting questions are the ones we've never thought to ask. And maybe the next time you walk past a spider or lock eyes with a crow or catch your cat staring at you from across the room, you'll wonder, what category am I in right now? Not human, not predator, not stranger, just whatever they've decided you are.